I'd like to go back to the differential for a second. Um, I started out in public accounting, and I got the opportunity to be involved early on in the first. I guess it was the end of the first year I was there, or the beginning of the second year, and we had one of our clients, in today's world, would be about a $300 million a year real estate development company, and so I spent a year there being low man on the totem pole, and that's how I got involved with the reengineering world and the turnaround world, or growth world as well. And so for the next 10 years, even though I was in public accounting and consulting and doing tax returns, whatever CPAs do, um, I was still, tapped into the traditional way of helping companies, which is basically focusing on what's wrong, what can we do, um, the traditional, and it's all stuff you have to do, it is. And then one day I woke up and I said to myself, I think we can do better. And that's when I reached out to UCLA, and I said, I think, I was an only child, and I learned to talk a lot, but I don't know if I learned how to converse as well as I should have. And so I said, I think if I've got a real weakness, it's my real ability to communicate. And so I got the opportunity to go. I decided I went to UCLA, and then I took another class, and then I took another class, and then I met my to-be partner, Gloria Axelrod. And Gloria changed my life. She taught active listening, and she and I started to teach together. And then, you can see the book cover on the other behind me. That's Revolutionary Conversations. But the technology in there was something that I developed separate to Gloria, even though we were part of it. And I began to realize that the more we were able to tap into perceptions, and for us, perceptions rules over fact. And you were talking about that. You're talking about those shipments. One person had the perception that we sent exactly what you wanted, and then the other person has got the perception you didn't give us anything we want. They were both probably pretty dramatically different than that. But we began to focus on the perceptions. And the only way you can help somebody change is to not tell them to change, but help them understand their perceptions and be able to not disabuse them of their perception, because that's discourteous, that's dishonoring, but to acknowledge, okay, I can see how you did that. I can see how you would accept that and understand it, but let's dig a little deeper and let's find out where those perceptions come from. Not that the perception's wrong. And the chances in your example, there were disparate perspectives in both of those. It probably was a lot better from the receiver than he thought or she thought. And it was probably not as good as what the person thought when they sent it, So, but it probably wasn't anywhere near as bad as everybody was making out of it. So we began to tap in. And the more we were able to tap into what people were thinking and how we could help them make change and also empower them to be part of that change, to take those perceptions and use them in a way that we could create value. And so, yeah, we did all those things of raising money and cutting costs and whatever, but we didn't hit the home runs because of that. We hit the home runs because people got involved. We got involved with the people and in a way that empowered them on their own, as opposed to anointing them in some way,